She's so cold she doesn't know what to do with herself.
Welcome back to our channel.
You don't have to scream, we have a mic right here.
Welcome back to our channel.
Greetings from Bryce Canyon National Park. We're not supposed to be here because this wasn't in the plans.
We had to improvise. We were supposed to stay at Grand
Staircase National Monument.
Escalante
Oh,
National.
yeah, Grand Staircase National. Escalante National.
Okay, Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument.
Yes, we're gonna camp at the Lower Calf Creek campground, which is a first come first served campground. Se te quema la salchicha. We got there like at 6 p.m. and we couldn't find any camping spots. Due to the current weather situation, today's lunch is gonna be hot dogs. If you ever make hot dogs, grab a bag of Lay's, crush it, put it on top. Now that we finished our lunch, delicious hot dogs, or dinner, depends on which way you look at it. It is 5 p.m., so probably dinner. We can get back to what we were saying earlier about our chaotic move and why we're in Bryce National Park.
So the reason I wanted to do that campground is because next to it is a hiking trail.
It's a 6-mile hiking trail. I ain't doing no 6 miles right now. We just came back after 8 months and I'm not gonna go do 6 miles. Not only that, she found out it was 6 miles after the fact. Like,
right. Okay.
I would have been stuck.
Because our plan was to stay at that campground and the next day, today, we were gonna go do the 6 miles. But I found out about it this morning, and when I told him, he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I tried to see if I was able to convince him.
I'm not gonna say I was glad the campground was full, but you get the idea. All right, so it's 6 p.m. and it's already snowing.
I don't feel I'm ready. It's cold.
Yep, we are trapped inside the tent for the foreseeable future, meaning probably for the rest of the night. It's almost 7 p.m. and
it's supposed to snow to 10 p.m.
And yeah, it shows no signs of stopping, and the grass is already completely white out, and it's still snowing. We'll see you guys in the morning. We're gonna stop recording for the rest of the day.
Si no, nos congelamos.
Yeah.
We survived!
There's more snow coming, and we have a little under an hour to pack everything up and leave because we gotta head to Zion. But it was a very cold night, but the sleeping bags did their thing. It was nice and warm and cozy inside the bags. In the tent itself, it was freezing. We woke up to temperatures of 15 degrees.
So we have to clean everything. We. See, I love how we are cleaning the car. It took us an hour and a half to get everything ready. Oh, mostly because we wanted for the tent to dry up a little bit.
Yeah. And there's more snow coming to this area.
Yeah.
So we're heading out already. Yes. It was our first time camping in the snow or with snowfall.
And at that temperature as well.
Yeah.
Because the lowest we've been has been like 36.
Well, yesterday it hit 15. So.
And that's exactly how much our sleeping bag is able to handle.
The sleeping bags did their job. It was nice and cozy inside the sleeping bags. Once you stuck your head out, It was freezing.
It also helps a lot that here it's an oven. So I was able to stay warm and cozy.
I attribute that to my warm heart, unlike cold-hearted people. So because it's snow and it's kind of on the way, before we head to Zion National Park, we're gonna come see the Hoodoos. Now we've been here before and we hiked it once before, but this time we're just gonna see them covered with snow. No, don't be sad. It's okay. We got places to be and things to do.
I guess. I guess.
Alright, so we made it to Bryce Point and check out these views. Probably the most spectacular views of the park.
It's just gorgeous.
It's an easy walk from the parking lot. You can also take a shuttle. The park does have a shuttle services because obviously the parking lots are full all the time. So you can take advantage of those and get to this point. It's a must. You can see all the Hoodoos and you can see for miles. It started snowing again right when we were getting to the parking lot from the viewpoint.
My hands are frozen.
Yeah, it's very cold.
It is. It's 32 degrees, but it feels like 21.
We're heading to Zion National Park. We were gonna stop, pull aside somewhere and make some breakfast, but we're just gonna find a place to eat because it's way too cold. We made it to Zion National Park. Actually, when we got here and we set up the stuff, it started hailing a little, so that's fun.
But it was perfect because it was when we finished setting up the awning with the
yeah,
wall.
that's right there.
So we were there for like half an hour.
I'm very happy right now because I don't have to move the car or pack anything for the next 4 nights. We're gonna be at Zion for the next 4 nights. 2 of those days we're gonna be editing a video and doing laundry and chores. And afterwards we'll go on a couple of hikes if we can. We intend to do the Narrows, but we're still thinking about it because of the weather. It's cold water, so we'll see.
Mind over body.
Look who's saying it. Mind over body. Okay, look who's saying it.
I'm dancing because I'm very cold.
You remember the snow last night, right? So, all right, mind over body, guys. The reason why we look like we're gonna go fly fishing is because our first hike is the Narrows, one of our favorite hikes and one of the most popular hikes in the park. We're gonna walk in water.
It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, and we're gonna walk through a river inside a canyon. So
I think she said that the temperatures are at
55 degrees. The waters are 55 degrees, and we look like this.
I'm okay.
Now this is completely optional, but highly recommended. You go to Zion Outfitters and you rent this gear to be able to do the Narrows. Or bodies are gonna stay dry, or feet will get wet, but that's about it. So let's go. So after getting outfitted, like we're gonna fly fish, we're gonna go take the shuttle. That's gonna take us to Narrows.
So we are getting the shuttle here at the base of the center, and we have to go all the way to Station 9 to the Temple of Pinawa to get to the Narrows.
So here are your shuttle hours. If you miss that last shuttle, it's a long walk, a very long walk.
Se logró. Okay, so we just made it to stop number 9.
Yep, which is the Temple of Sinawawa, right there. I think that's how you pronounce it. And before we get to the river, there's a trail called the River Walk, which, it's a trail that goes alongside the river, and that's as far as you can go if you don't want to get wet.
Me estoy cocinando. It's very hot. I know we're about to be very cold, but right now it's very hot.
Remember, mind over body. Weren't you saying mind over body?
I would say mind over body.
Only when it's convenient.
But not for you to use it against me.
Everything you said will be used against you.
The river walk is about a mile in before we can get into the water.
So we made it to the end of the river walk. This is as far as you can get if you don't want to get wet. Let's get in the water, which is my favorite part. You ready?
Yes. I am so hot right now that I'm super ready.
Let's go. So the Narrows are 16 miles long, we're not gonna do 16 miles.
Most people do from 4 to 5.
You can go as long as you want or as short as you like and turn around and go back. But the further you go in, the less people you'll find.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. So it's about to get a bit deeper.
It's cold.
Oh, what happened? I thought you were hot a few minutes ago.
It is very cold.
So I don't know if we're dry. I mean, it's really cold inside, but it doesn't feel like we're wet. But it does feel like we're wet. So you get what I'm saying? It's kind of weird.
Me estoy congelando. I'm tiny. I'm nervous and I'm gonna get wet.
All joking aside, you do have to be cautious with your step. You don't want to roll an ankle or something like that in these waters. Take your time, walk your pace, and make sure your steps are solid before continuing.
So we don't know how long are we gonna go. I know we want to get into the slot canyon.
Yeah, where it gets darker. Take some photos. I brought my camera so we can try to take some long exposure photos.
Yeah, I have the tripod. Okay, so this is definitely my favorite area. Look, they're not rocks.
It's just sand. It's just sand and water.
And right now, I don't feel like I'm gonna fall.
After 2 miles, this is the first section we encounter like this, and probably the last. We made it to the shadow parts. So the park does a good job at posting the weather conditions for this hike, but you should be diligent and always pay attention to the weather. You don't want to do this if there's a chance of rain, because flash floods are a real possibility. People have been swept and trapped because there's nowhere to go in this canyon. So be mindful of that. Safety tip.
We made it to a rock.
Yeah, this is our resting stop
We are 4.3 miles.
in the canyon.
I'm tired.
Time for some snacks.
Bye bye to a rock. I love this. Okay, I'm tired.
It's almost 4 p.m. We
Oh
are
my god, it's late.
6 miles in, 7 miles in?
7 miles total.
7 miles in total, including the river walk in the beginning.
That is a mile.
Yeah, this is where we will stop. We're gonna snap a few photos and start making our way back because we don't want to miss the last bus. Otherwise, it's a very long walk.
I have this feeling that we're gonna be running towards the last
No,
bus.
you're gonna step it up and we're gonna go quickly getting out of here, even
Okay.
though it's a slow process.
Okay. We took a lot of pictures. Y ahora no fuimos.
Yeah, we gotta make it back to the shuttle, so let's go.
Ay Dios.
It's 4:30 right now, so we spent half an hour taking photos. So we're gonna try to make it back on time for the shuttle. Let's go.
A mí me llaman la rapidita.
Speedy Gonzalez. We're almost on the way. We're almost. Hold on, because the cold water above our waist just feels
Oh my God.
therapeutic.
The ankles feel good.
The
The
toe.
knees feel good. The hips, like everything. Right now, this is heaven.
It's like our toes got, our feet got torture. But this little part right here is just sand and deep waters, or at least waist deep. So it feels amazing. It's 5:41 p.m., so we're making good time. We made it to dry land. It's 5:51 p.m., so it took us over an hour and a half, or close to an hour and a half to
Yes.
do this actually. Yeah, an hour and a half to come back. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's actually really good.
Granted, we still have 1 mile left on the river trail to get to the buses, to the shuttles, so let's keep going.
I guess. We made it.
It's 6:13, so we made it almost an hour before the last shuttle, which is at 7:15.
Look, 11 miles.
So we did a total of 11 miles in today's hike, round trip. Not too bad. How you feeling?
Tired and hungry.
We made it to the shuttle. So let's head back to town,
So
to the
tired.
visitor center. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. I can't feel my toes. 9:45 p.m. We're finally in bed after having a great dinner. The
We're
Narrows,
tired.
the Narrows aren't necessarily a hard hike, but walking in the water for so long in those rocks will reveal pains you didn't know you had.
What's your biggest pain right now?
My right shoulder and my back, but still a great hike. It could be very difficult to do the longer you keep going in, because that's the same way you gotta come out. But what are you doing? Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next episode. I'm done. I'm this.